Probably all of us have read about how exercise is good for us or heard about it, both mentally and physically. But personally, I don't really care if I read about something being good for me, even though I know I should do it. It doesn't make me take action. But that's one of the reasons why I want to share a little story for you guys who are listening to this video, that perhaps this will maybe encourage you to do some kind of exercise after you hear about my experience of how, for example, this squat workout that you are seeing just completely saved my day. Because I was experiencing major anxiety this day as I filmed this. There's multiple reasons for that, and I want to say that I am grateful for all the good things I have in my life, and that's why I sometimes feel guilty about having anxiety and stress, because I feel like I'm too privileged to feel anxiety and stress. But that's not how the human mind works. So any one of us can experience negative emotion no matter how good we have it. And so with that out of the way, I would just like to describe how I was feeling completely unmotivated. I had no drive to do anything this day. And I decided to film this squat workout for two reasons. One reason was that I wanted some material for a YouTube video, because I didn't feel like making a YouTube video either, because I had no motivation. And the other reason was that I knew if I film myself working out, I am more likely to do a good job working out. So imagine me on the couch, just lying on the couch, feeling like crap, feeling anxious, having that physiological effect of the stress hormones in my body. You know that feeling when it's like you want to leave your body, you want to leave your mind because it's just too much, because you feel the stress hormone and you feel like crap, and no matter what you do, you feel like you need a distraction every waking second or it's gonna feel like shit. That's what I was feeling on the couch. And the way I got myself to go to the gym in the first place was, it's become a habit for me, so it's actually difficult for me to skip a workout, so it makes it easy for me to go in that sense. But the other thing I always do, because I do still go through those conversations in my head about should I skip today or not, because sometimes I do skip a day. I do my weekly workouts, but I do skip sometimes out of excuses. So this time I did something that usually works for me. I told myself I'm only gonna do 60 kilos and that's it, because it's lightweight, so I'm only gonna do a light workout. But I did tell myself that I'm gonna do 20 repetitions with the 60 kilos, because I know it's something I've done in the past and I know it's something that sucks. So it's something that's gonna make me feel good because it's difficult. Like, it is very much doable for me because it's lightweight and I've done it before. So I can actually get myself to the gym with that idea of I'm gonna do something doable. But at the same time thinking I'm gonna do something difficult today, it's gonna make me feel accomplished, and then I'm not gonna feel like shit anymore, right? So those are the talks and conversations I have in my own head when I'm thinking about going to the gym or going to run while I'm experiencing anxiety. So, anyway, I got to the gym, which in my case nowadays is, no big feat, because I actually have a home gym. It's like, 20 meters from my main house, I have the home gym, so it's quite easy for me nowadays. But I went to the gym in the past when I didn't have a car and I had to walk in the winter in minus 20 Celsius. So if you think it's easy for me to go to the gym because I have a home gym, then Yeah, sure, but I used to actually go out of my way to walk in the freezing cold, dark winters to get to the gym. So anyway, as I got to the gym and I got under the bar, so to speak, I started squatting and I felt like shit immediately. And when that happens, you oftentimes feel almost like panic in a way. You feel desperate, you feel hopeless. You're like, this was supposed to be light and now I feel like shit already. Well, so I decided, okay, I'm gonna do 10 reps, which you saw in the beginning of the video. I did just 10 reps, even though I told myself I'm gonna do 20. But then thankfully after that, I did do the 20 reps. And when I was finished with the 20 reps, that's when the magic happens. This is why it's so good to tell yourself that you're gonna do a light, quick workout. Because once you get started, you actually get fired up. And this is the beauty of working out. This is why I wanted to make this goddamn video in the first place. You see me here wrapping my knees, ready to squat 100 kilos. And the only reason I got to this point was because I got started with the lightweight and with me telling myself that I don't have to do much. And at this point, I have already accomplished the goal I set for myself for the day, which was the 20 reps with the light weight. So at this point, there's a few things happening. One thing is, I just did what I promised myself. And the other thing is, now the good hormones are starting to rush into the brain and into the body and getting released because I'm doing the physical work. So it's now I have on the thought level, I'm like, hell yeah, I did it. I did what I promised. And on the physiological level, I'm starting to get those good hormones and not just the shit stress hormone. So I'm feeling ridiculously good at this point, right? And then because I get started and I get fired up, I started to squat with the 100 kilos instead of just the 60. And at this point, I have forgotten everything about any of the stress that I had. I have forgotten everything. Like, I don't feel anymore. I don't feel that stress in my body anymore. I simply feel freaking amazing. This goddamn workout, it made my whole day. My shitty, anxiety-ridden day became a day of feeling like a champion, feeling like winning. Just because of one freaking workout, just because of moving weight on my back, up and down. Just because of that, everything in my day changed. So I don't know, man, like, I don't know what else to tell you about why working out really does work for mental health and why it keeps me sane. I guess I'll just add that I've been working out for like 15 years, and working out isn't about being better than somebody else. That's why when I squat with 100 kilos, and I know there's people out there squatting 200 kilos, I don't give a shit. For me, this is a victory. Squatting 100 kilos for reps on this day when I felt like shit is a goddamn victory, and it made my day and I felt amazing and everything was good after that. So for you, it could be just a couple of push-ups, whatever it may be. Or maybe running. Running is also good. I also do that. And I've been through some shit in my life, and in all those years, no matter what has happened to me, no matter how shitty I have felt, I have gone to the gym and I have felt better afterwards. So after a good workout, I would always feel good about myself because I would do something. I would have control over this one thing. I would decide to do a specific amount of repetitions and I would go to the gym and do it. I would be stronger than I was the last week or the last year or whatever it may be. And at least in this world, at least in this reality, in this little universe, which is separated from everything else, which is separated from the outside world completely, at least here I would feel at peace. So I guess that's all for today. If you want to hear more life experiences and ramblings of a 31-year-old guy who is living an average life because he wasted his 20s playing video games and watching porn, then please do subscribe. I appreciate it a lot. I have a goal of getting 1,000 subscribers this year, so it's gonna help. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best. Thank you, and bye bye.